Good evening, sir. Good afternoon, sorry.
Good afternoon, boss.
Bakodiye.
Yango Padumo, any of you,
Good. And any former House of Folk commercial manager, Charles Kwarteng, and Edin Koma. You see, hey, court a ruling was Sikano Supa or not talk about your child. Didn't see here.
Oh, very
Hot 93.9.
I think I say yes. Say, and there may be Uncle Ye, may be Juma or House, no. And there may be Uncle Ye, you know. Me can't say I'm a football person now. Me was me football. Me can't call Effie. Say the be Uncle Effie, no. Ebe to me, I have 7 no what now, so no wakana. Abutoya bana obi anya no ho tro no obi akọ baby. Nanso Effie no, edi me hwamo. Bebre enti the man here me ya ne say me file me petition na me de call Effie no. But I mean to start with, no man can say the reason why until I resign here. I mean people are saying say I was sacked. I was not sacked from Masoko. Me and I resign here. Okay, me and I resign here, and I resigned on my own principle that I don't tolerate certain things.
Okay.
The thing said me here around June 2021. Na me was in a sick leave until I was home. And I started saying calls from friends and other people say ejuma no mejaya and I'm so ejuma no menyae adai. Almost who say advertising me rule no a Facebook page. So me anga me ko here na me hu say well until me say be a mistake be an answer. But truly when I chanced on other communication that had gone down between the top management and some of the board members, I realized no, it is a plan thing. I wrote a mail to them asking them questions about what they did because they're professional. It is unethical, you know. So they never answered. I made a mail, copy Obia, including the board chairman, and nobody answered me. Nobody, not a single soul, gave me an answer. So I felt, okay, it is a ploy. It is a plan they have actually started and they want to execute. So let me just leave them and go because Ejumane said, Mama patch on the man. And I will say this on air to the entire Ghanaian populace to know, say, I never go begging for the job. Me na me here, I was a director at Charterhouse. Okay, multiple concept and Charterhouse. That's where I was working.
Okay.
One morning we were doing a phone call, and the call came from Tobe Afede himself. And you know, maybe and say, I mean, what do I do to owe him this call? And I say, Obi now recommended me highly to him so I can help them with their club commercially. And I'm saying, okay, that's fine. Initially, I was a bit reluctant, but I mean, to cut matters short, I agreed. I went to meet him and Mr. Moore. We had a discussion. We had an agreement. It was put on paper, and then I agreed to do the job. But if me were honest, me say, in any case, a contract na sign here, there are termination clauses. In 2% can make engage in separate ways. But don't mind anything. Me, I resign here on my own accord. But me resign, who said there are certain things a woman, a work contract, almost unfulfilled. It me understand those things, you know, it must be fulfilled for me. Ebine me fuel allowances, ebine me salaries be a normal entry, ebine me pension funds, SNAID and tier 2. And ebine vehicle and so my official vehicle so no me my farmer, so I was forced to use my own car. Okay, to work for them. And me state say me resigning, but all these things must be met. It must be satisfied for me to go. But on man yet. Eventually no mom sending me mail. Say Oma withholding some of my salary because they are doing internal audits. And internal audit after today. And then I can say no number publishing internal audits in there. One friend is a forensic audit. It is no Ombe publishes our forensic audit now. We are waiting to see that forensic audit. Okay, so it never came. Intimate call Effie to say the medical car. Effie no catch them say. I mean the disappointment I had with Effie is that maybe they are someone back. Look at them and say, yes, you have the right to hear the matter. You have the jurisdiction to hear the matter. But because I was saying, House of Folk, a copy of the contract now, many house of one. So I'm deposit a copy to the FA. Club licensing regulation. A requirement to getting a license to play the league. if you catch me say house and farm maintenance, I say no maintenance. And I'm catching say house and farm remwa. Me the copy aba. Apart from say me the copy aba no so. A regulation in your club licensing defense rules. It is on farm my crown. Me crown ma boam. No if you ma boam say some twin house aso. It e kwa be na house fast so nya license no to play the league. Because me now me top of a management member no. Me contracts any ho. Me CV ni ade ni ho dia. Then it means that they haven't met the full requirement. It means they are bad there. It means that me crown ma boam say mo be friend no ma twa ma so mo the contract na ba. Na ma tena asem no so. But they told me say they can't hear the matter. So I felt very disappointed. And I felt that they gave me a raw deal. I felt that they were up to something. And so I took the matter to court. With my lawyers, we took the matter to court. And for the period of 4 years, you know, and a judge in judgment, by reliefs are seeking in court and I granting in our money. And it's anity.
Okay. Ubeka said, in your view, you wanted to help us folk, but they didn't listen. That is why you had to head towards to court.
Oh yes, I mean, you see, I just didn't want to just jump to court because I'm in the football sector. I mean, within the football, and then there's a body that handles internal issues. And then I wanted to finish using the internal mechanisms of resolving matters, and that is how come I took the matter to the FA. But I don't know the kind of FA we have. I don't know the way they operate. For you to tell me, say regulation na Muhammad year Jumana, it was a clubs no emit regulations no. Regulations no, Oman fa contract na amba. Ma just mo bumani egu no so. E mo nwa tunya anya license e ball league no. E ma asema ba ma me contract na copy abrema. You are still insisting say Oman fa omo de na amba. Nti mu nti no. Muntimi nyehwe. Na wo ye fi papa, nti Oman fa ma no kwa wo fro omo na wo twa omo so. Anasa wo sanction omo so omo famra. In this year, no, ball league, you know, without satisfying all the club license regulation. So, maybe I wanted to exhaust the internal structures before heading to court. But because of one in that regard, I felt that the best way to go is to go to the court to get my redress.
Okay.
And solely, I mean, truly so, I've had it.
All right. Dabenim Misha, you see, court that say as a folk NCO a sum of 10,000 Ghana cedis, 987 as in August 2021 salaries. And I think so the second part 24,650 cedis, 17 months full allowance, then 50,000 cedis compensation for use of private vehicle for 24 months. And I think tier 2. Our pension fund for 24 months, then 23,000 legal costs, summing up to 108,000 Ghana cedis, 108,637 Ghana cedis.
Sanity, Pepe. But I think the last one, no, 20,000 legal fees.
Okay,
I 3,000, but then 3,000 account. You know, when sometimes you go to court, let's say other parties now bar, you know, the judge will give you a cost for wasting our time, you know. So some of the times, you know, we went to court, they never showed up. So my lawyers asked the court to give them, charge them with the costs, and that cost will be given to us, you know. So those are the 3,000 costs that we got from them, from the court, sanctioning them for not showing up in court. Okay,
so say Nyabe is has a fair trade omo frɛ obioma. Will you maybe I'll be shelving off the money and I say where we be for one answer still on your odia na oje.
Omo frɛ me says kwa bezo.
Ebi anka wo yebusuani nti we de nka adwobrɛ.
Oh, nebusuani baby abedru busuani baby no omo ne me wo. We say baby abedru dey say busuani as em. Say no matter no has gone beyond everybody. It has gone to court and the court has made a decision. In fact, you see the reason why they say when we first went to court, they came back. In fact, when I first went to FE, they wrote to me say 1% out of court settlement. And I obliged, so okay, yeah, out of court settlement. Yeah, but you know, many lawyers here from one, they never came, they never showed up. Okay, yes, I call court Ankasa. Their lawyer, senior lawyer, came to court, praying the court to ask us to allow us to go and do settlement. And the judge said that she doesn't have a problem. She wants us to settle. And if you want to go and settle, that is fine. But yes, settle we should bring the settlement to court for the court to endorse it. Yeah, by Oman Sam Medium, they didn't show up. So my lawyer felt that these people, what do they take us for? You know, because one I will catch the court is a open yes settlement. I feel your banana money and settler, you don't show up. And so we said, well, I think they don't mean well. So let's move to court. And the minister was I mean, to say, they will not even honor their words. Okay. Now we don't trust their words.
Okay, so William Saul has a folk for a very long time, and you've seen the ins and outs of the club. Per your view, what you saw in the club, what has transpired, has in your view a professional club and
Oh, maybe I don't think they are acting professionally. I mean, they have the name professional club, but they are not acting professionally. So that's what I saw. Because any club, no club that is professional club would employ somebody. The person is still at post, and then behind the person are employing other people to come and replace him. I mean, which professional club does that? No professional club would do this. You know, which professional club and they hold you with salaries for no apparent reason, no legal reason. Which professional club will do that? Which professional club will pick you and not pay your SNIT? Which professional club will pick you and not pay your tier 2?
Okay.
I mean, which professional club is that?
Let's just say house.
Professionally.
There's a house in your professional club.
I'm saying they are not acting professionally. If they want to be professional, then they should act professionally.
And they say English dynamics. They say they are not professional. That's what you're saying.
Well, you can put it like that. Because I don't see them acting professionally.
When you talk about there were personal problem.
Not at all. Not at all. I mean, I never knew him. Until I started working. In fact, I never knew until he called me that he wants me to come and help the club. I never met him. I never knew. I mean, I'm in the industry, and I mean, I don't have any grudge with him. I mean, how can I? How can I have anything to do with him? I don't have anything with him.
Okay, Charles, I mean, that's it. Now, me wish you well. Oparibeja and terminal for me.
Yeah.
No na I say I know thing. I say my club no 1, when you're professional. 2, 1 year munema ye 3 oba for settlement 1 tie ni ade ante bi edun de all out or Genesika 1 chianika ani na mo yesa
Amuzu in the first place Mamenda Mwase, and once again let me say thank you for the opportunity. Amudi Amaya will be able to reach out to your supporters and your followers to get to know and to receive the precise update from the club. You understand? Amuzu, I think that I worked with Charles for 2 years, and I think that from near, if you listen to, apart from say ruling Abba this morning, I listened to him on another radio station very early in the morning. I think around 6:30 thereabout. And I've also listened to him here. Meaning Wakasa or other places again there, I'm not aware. But these are the 2 places that I have listened to it personally. Usually if I want to respond to issues, people can tell you that Ebi Amuzu Akasi Waha and as an Akasi. But I always try as much as possible say Niaye Kase Amuzu Akano. I have to also listen to it, so that you don't take people out of context when they are talking. And now say you don't respond. Even sometimes you don't need any response. No one can respond. You understand? But I think listening to Mr. Charles Kwarteng this morning and listening to him this afternoon, I said this late afternoon, I think that from the person that I know, he has some amount of bitterness, in him, which I don't think it is good for him to do that. It is not say he good for him as in he Charles Kwarteng. It is not good for any individual. I say only any institution be juma. Then whatever the situation is, if you are no longer with that institution, then you decide to take a legal course. Nobody stops anybody on this planet say you have to assess your legal rights. You understand? If that is the path that you chose, Unso Nankasa can say they were looking out for out of court settlement, but it didn't happen.
Yeah.
You understand? Amuzu, before I continue, say me pay out of court settlement. Say me Amuzu, me do ako, and I say me the menu anketia de ako. Na say me pay out of court settlement. Na say I agree to it. Na say menu ano a day he doesn't come. 2 days time he doesn't come. once I also want the image of that institution and now say that establishment, say a better Amuzu, nothing stops me from also picking the phone and calling you that or say open out of court settlement. What's happening? Are you no longer interested? And now say Ebia Bibinti went to me and Banti and Fansha Dabay. So that because you have agreed, I've also agreed. Then I will be able to come to a common ground and answer a consensus. Then I deal with out of court settlement. Then case closed. You get it?
Yeah.
It is never going to be possible that Ebia Obeka say, well, my court, my Jimisika, that entity. Yes, you have accessed your legal right, Ojusika, whatever it is. But you live in an environment, Amuzu. You cannot live on this planet in isolation. Bibia obeye bian, you make sure that internet beka say that chia semunti. Obinka say be a house of folk ni bi the bibia ye and now say any house of folk person will do anything negative to you. But in everything you do in life, you must begin to think about the positive repercussions, the negative repercussions that will come to you after. Anything can be so quite so far phone. Or can say has and representative for the your friend is out of court settlement. And also far phone. And all the friends say, Kwame, tell your people that and now say this and that. Say, me try omumra. What would have happened? In this that would we be getting here?
Debbie.
You understand? Is it that you behave in this manner that Ochinabi you cannot go to that institution to work again? Is it that because you have been able to go to court, now I do say Kenti, I will not going to relate again? Or sebi, wako baby, no share Timura, board chairman, talk about the fault. Can you go to him? And when you go to him, what are you going to tell him? Hot
93.9.
You understand? These are things that when you begin to look at it, Sabi, I don't just know your.
That's true.
It is because oba pese oba beye bibi de ato ho a dachi se nya wupo na wuni ho a na se oba unia ana se even if it is a recommendation na de ma wadamfo po na so or they call the same establishment and na say a similar place that person or those people around will be able to say that say any person may recommend you na say try me meba.
Yeah.
You begin to think about it that once upon a time, this is what this gentleman did.
93.9.
Inca, he had the opportunity to say that I will dent your image, but I don't want to do that. You get it?
Mm-hmm.
So that you begin to have a flexible family relation for your family. You lay the foundation for your children, for your wife, for your family, and your friends, and you go on. Let's compare those two lives. Which one would any individual think that it is right or it is good? Because they're right, they will be because of what they're right. Will be good as in terms of living with one another.
A peaceful one, yeah.
A peaceful one. If you go the peaceful way, that's what Chinebi Usankushia ebi a team ra. Oh, chairman. So you say Abranti na ebi ana Charlie. Ahun check akra. Inti nyese nka we kra nka timisa basa. Then the person will say that, oh, I understand, Charlie. Young man, dear, it is all about bra, so I understand. We dear, you be Chama, Edumano, still, my advice is you. And now say, Obi the Bibia Baby Simisu, or per se, obey Bibi El Krumha, and now say, obey Bibi de Bois sports, and now say, football El Krumha. I know the person. Oh, then no problem at all. Link the person to me. You link the person, and you are good to go.
Hot 93.
You understand? But if you do this and you block avenues, it is not good for your own self, and it is not good of something that you have created for your generation. Do you still want to continue to work in the industry? Sure, you are my friend. He's my friend. Everybody is my friend here. Nobody should get close to him.
Yeah, yeah.
Just a simple comment, just a simple comment. But where that comment will carry you to, you might not be able to understand. There are House of Folk people that one day you might need help from, and now say your business relation, and now say your lifetime relation will lead you to them, and that individual is capable. But it is capable that individual will say that only a friend as you know. Oh now yes I did we know. But me team now here and say you know. I don't know the me team no. And so So this support that I have to give you, I'm sorry, I cannot give you the support. One you go jina about here can say nipa ni team here, and answer the person is in an authority that has to give you a favor or render a service to you, and the person is saying that but you have forgotten that it is also your right that in choose another path that would have brought peace in Emma.
Okay.
But Amuzu, on all of this, right, let's understand that yes, this is what the court says. The club as a law-abiding institution, we will never run away from whatever the court says.
Okay.
We have a legal team. They led this issue, and this is the final ruling. The management and also the club is waiting for the legal team to say that this is our further professional advice. Sebi, si akase kodekutia nipa sime kodekutia Charles Kwarteng this amount of money. The legal team is also within their means to also say that okay, we've gone back to the court and now say we go back to your legal team as well. This is our payment plan that we have for the money. So you sit down, you agree for it. Whilst you continue to make sure that subsequently, Amuzu, these are the things that will continue to guide and shape us. Then you know how you are also going to approach every single situation that you handle.
Okay.
We will use your medium to let House of Folk supporters understand that yes, this is an issue that was ruled and in there it has come out. Everybody should stay calm. The management is on top of it, handling it in a very professional manner to ensure that it doesn't affect anything that is that we have to do. Plan that whole has to say league in the airbow, say whatever direction, no, say infrastructure wise, whatever that we are trying to work towards in achieving, this will not distract our focus. Okay. We'll continue to achieve it. But once again, Mr. Kwarteng is doubting the professional behavior or the professional conduct of Accra House.
And they were kind of clear.
Yes, I heard him. What I want to ask is that, is it after Ofi House of Folk know who say House of Folk is not behaving professionally well? Or when he was in within House of Folk, that House of Folk wasn't behaving professionally well, it means that you were part.
Also, on resigning, then you advertise for the position. I just say you are not professional because you know that portfolio is occupied by somebody already. But just say you hold the door on our coffee.
Is that what he said?
That's what
he said. That Amuzu, don't forget that me.
That was not well. So
I'm not Amuzu Tio. Me.
Month of June.
Yes,
a month of June. And a club and
advertising the position.
Yes, you see, these are Asamna court, the illegal issue every year. But let me tell you that these are no issues that hearsay. Me involved 100%. So BBB I may met now. I will say I won't come and say it because Charles is my friend. And now he no longer works with us. Make us say make be the good who fee and answer to protect him. The truth must be said.
So what's the truth?
And I make a choice say, Amuzu, if at the time that his position was advertised, I would have wished and I say a friend I find out say he says he wasn't sacked.
Yes, he says he wasn't, he resigned.
He resigned.
Yeah.
And before you resign, you give notice as well.
Exactly.
At the time of you're advertising your position or your position wasn't advertised, had you given in that or Chinameja Jumano and now say or Chinechi, my service with you ends. We shouldn't just throw it out there. Keke say your friend said me office na meba. Now by the time I live here, my position has been advertised. Right? It's a different case.
Okay.
If I tell the company that on Monday, on the 3rd or on the 2nd or on the 7th of March, I don't want to work with you again. Now your position is advertised. Is it that's also another scenario.
Exactly.
So I was hoping that you would have gone into it for him to respond to that. But in all of this, Amuzo, let me tell you that this will not break the focus of the club.
Okay.
We believe that as much as Owanadji will continue to act professionally and behave professionally, but it is rather unfortunate that he was part of the unprofessional behavior.
Hot
Okay.
93.9.
But so yani kasama for the mass of folk and I didn't come and